Welcome to another exceptionally pricey episode of Monday Movie Pickup. So let's do some new releases right away. This is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. This is my favorite movie of the year so far, and I got the 4K edition because it's that good. It deserves to be on 4K. I don't get too many 4Ks, but this is the type of movie that should be on 4K. Like I said, it's my favorite movie of the year. It's not as good as Fallout. Fallout is still the best of the series, one of the best action movies of all time, but it comes pretty close. I think this one might get a little too exposition driven at times, whereas Fallout focused a lot more on the action sequences. But this movie is still very entertaining, very good characters all around, and I'm excited for Part 2. And I've heard that they might be renaming Part 2. They may not call it Part 2 just because this one didn't do as well as they were hoping, but I hope they stick with it, and I think the next one could do even better. This one kind of, it was released at a bad time. At a time that I don't think they realized how big of a phenomenon Barbenheimer was going to be. So hopefully they stick to just calling it Part 2, but we'll see. Another new movie, Barbie. So I bought the Blu-ray of this. I saw the movie when it came out. It's one of the funniest movies this year. So I enjoyed it a lot, and of course, this should be an addition to the movie collection. It only makes sense. Let me know your thoughts on Barbie. The unfortunate thing is that this doesn't come with a whole lot of special features. There's not even a commentary. I know some Warner Brothers titles have been putting more special features on the 4K versus the Blu-ray, but that's not the case with this movie. It's the same special features for both, and for both it's just 6 general featurettes. Those boring mini documentaries that are usually very studio made. They don't really get into the nitty-gritty of the movie, and there's not even a commentary, unfortunately. So I was hoping for better special features, but that's kind of why I got the Blu-ray. Here is Laurel and Hardy Year 1. So this is a brand new Blu-ray where they are releasing everything that Laurel and Hardy did. So this includes the first few shorts that they did, and then everything from 1927. There was a different release that they've had for years of Laurel and Hardy, of just different shorts that they did, different restorations. It looks like this was released by Flicker Alley, and it seems that they are going to do the job of getting every single Laurel and Hardy film restored and released on Blu-ray, which is great. And you can see in this booklet they have a lot of different information, not only different essays about Laurel and Hardy in general, but they also have a lot of really cool details about each individual short and the restoration process. So a great thing to read along with as you're watching the shorts. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Scratch and Sniff version, or as they call it, Stinkovision. So Scratch and Sniff, if you've ever heard of it, it was an old gimmick for movie theaters where you would get the Scratch and Sniff cards and go to the theater and you would scratch and sniff during the movie. It would actually tell you during the movie when to do so for Rugrats Go Wild. I remember we went to Burger King, you'd have to get the Scratch and Sniff card, go see the movie in theaters, and they would tell you when to sniff along, and it was gross. It wasn't all that great of an effect, but Umbrella is releasing the movie with a Scratch and Sniff card, a Scratch and Sniff version. You only get one card, which is unfortunate, but I guess I don't know if this is going to be the type of movie or the type of thing that you would do with a large group, but you can see all the different items that they have there to sniff along with. One of these looks like a pot leaf, so the unfortunate thing is that it doesn't come with any new special features. It's just the same features that came with the original Blu-ray release, which they're not the greatest of special features. I wish there was a better making of for this movie because of Jim Henson's effects alone. I think it deserves something better. Crystal Lake Memories. This is the documentary about Jason, Friday the 13th, the entire series. It's a 4-hour-long documentary. Now, this one has had 2 different releases. There's one that comes with DVDs, there's one that doesn't. This is the one that comes with the DVDs. It's the same movie on the DVDs and the Blu-rays, but it comes with this bonus DVD. For a while, you could get the bonus DVD separately, but that's no longer a thing. They don't sell them separately anymore. But the cool thing is that I sort of bought this on a whim. I didn't really know what version of the movie I was going to get from eBay. It happened to be the one with the DVDs and the bonus disc. I did not expect the bonus disc to come with it. If you're looking for that bonus disc, I would maybe just give buying the DVD version a try, the one that comes with the Blu-rays and the DVDs, and maybe you'll get that bonus disc, because apparently that has another just 4 hours of deleted material from the documentary. This is insane. And I've been rewatching all the Friday the 13th, so I plan to finish it off with this documentary. And we have all of these different Universal Essentials collection sets. This is Animal House, and I'm just going to go through these quick because actually I've done unboxings of all of these on my other channel, The Daily Cinephile. Here's Schindler's List, and I've been really enjoying these. For the most part, there hasn't been new 4Ks being released except for It Came From Outer Space. This is brand new to 4K. So there's a separate 4K release, but you can also get this bigger collector set. Otherwise, every other movie so far has already been released on 4K in the past. Then we have here, this is Birds of Prey. I bought this, look at that, $4.99 at Half Price Books. I didn't think I'd be buying a VHS for that much. Why did I buy this? Well, one, it's not really available on DVD or Blu-ray. At least if it is, it's very rare from what I saw on eBay. But it was the title alone. The title got my interest because, you know, Birds of Prey, it made me think of the recent DC film, and, you know, just looking up more details about it, I was like, I want to give this a try, especially since it's not really available on DVD or Blu-ray. How to Talk Minnesotan. So what is this? This was a program that was aired on PBS in the Twin Cities back in the 80s. It's a comedic film about, well, as the premise states, how to talk Minnesotan. The movie is not available on DVD from what I understand. There might have been like a smaller run of a DVD, maybe for one of those PBS drives that they always do to raise money. But I never really see this VHS. This is kind of hard to come by. And the special is available on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube. Another VHS. This is Coven. As a lot of you know, it is the movie that Mark Borchardt made for American Movie. If you ever saw the American Movie documentary, it was basically about the making of Coven. Not Coven, because Coven sounds like Oven Man. And this movie was available on VHS after that film came out, so a lot of people were able to purchase a copy from Mark directly. And then in recent years, you know, these tapes would show up online, pretty tough to get, but recently Mark has been promoting online that you can buy the VHS again directly from him. So I'm guessing I was emailing directly with Mark to get the VHS, because unfortunately the Blu-ray came out, and it's great. It's great to be on Blu-ray, but it does not include Coven. Coven is not included on the American Movie Blu-ray, unfortunately. So unless you have the DVD, I think it was on the DVD, or you got to go back to the source, the VHS, man. I can't believe it, but I actually have some Laserdiscs. So back in the day, Disney did these special edition masterpiece collection releases for Laserdisc. They would put a lot of different goodies on the inside, along with the discs, but also a bunch of different special features. They also included production photos. I recently was reading about these because a lot of these Laserdiscs, the special features would port over to the DVDs and the Blu-rays, but for some of these releases, not everything ported over. One of the most famous instances is, I think, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, where it's just filled with different, like, deleted scenes and special features, a lot of which never ported over to the DVD or the Blu-ray. This was actually released on its own, so this looks exactly like the VHS artwork and the general Laserdisc artwork. It's got this cool spread on the inside. Here's another one I found for Cinderella. It's crazy because I almost never see these ever, and then suddenly I found two on the same day. Just look at that. This is such cool stuff to be coming with these. And you know, I don't try to collect Laserdiscs, but every once in a while there's those favorite movies of mine that I do want to get. It's tough to pass these up because they're so well put together. They just don't do this for Blu-ray anymore. You know, they don't do something this special for Blu-rays. So from what I've read, you know, they did these releases for pretty much all the other Disney films that he produced when he was alive. Some of the package films, you know, they of course didn't really do anything for those, but they did have a special release for Saludos Amigos and Three Caballeros, apparently with stuff that's never been included on any of the DVDs or Blu-rays either. But that is everything for this week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video, and special shout out to Lauren, Anthony, Anna, Kirsten, Spencer, Lucas, Ryan, and Robert for the support on Patreon. By joining my Patreon, you can get exclusive videos and blogs, and for only $7, you can request your own movie review. I hope you stick around, Cinephile, and have a happy, productive day.